Hello, I'm Shaila Rao. Welcome. Today I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of how I use Codex for coding as well as the tools that I have built using Codex. Like everybody else, it's natural for us to start coding in a used based on their industry experience. I'm a CMS expert and I've used number of digital experience platform to really help enterprise customers. So I know there are plenty of different kinds of audiences. So to make it interesting, let's do one thing. Today, let's see. Let's build a real estate application. I'm an investor, so let's attempt to build an application. And since it's going to take some time, what I'm going to do is in the process, I'll show you everything that I have built so far. All right. So let's see. Let's just start. Um, Share my screen. All right. So So everything that I want to build, I start with ChatGPT. ChatGPT knows my resume, my skills, my experience, my expertise, and what I have been building using Codex. So something like this, I will tell that ChatGPT, like I like to build an agentic platform that helps real estate investors find the best place to invest across US to start with. This platform should follow best practice. It understands because I fed it best practice. Agentic, modular, using composable architecture, and use parallel development. And I also tell it like it has to follow SDLC procedure, like starting with design, plan, architecture. And I have actually built a number of tools so it understands how I think, and also it knows to use an open source model because right now I don't want to pay a lot. If anybody thinks that this is a great idea and they we need to productize it, I have actually built it using pluggable model. Everything is deployable in the any cloud of your choice. So and it also includes an education, AI education, so the change management across the organization easy. um, I would have had to have a number of teams earlier if I wanted to build things like this. Let's see. Okay. So I asked for it to code. And what ChatGPT does is it gives me a codex ready code. I never write a single line of code, as you can see here. I know coding, but when we have smart AI doing the code for us, let's use it. And of course, I don't rely just on what the code that this produces, but I use Claude for reviewing and I incorporate number of validations and test cases, use cases to validate. So a lot of testing goes through. Of course, this is still an experimental platform, but you will see that it's pretty much like a enterprise grade platform. What started off as experimental has become like something that you can evolve into enterprise grade if you want it to. Okay, so it says that great idea. This is exactly the kind of platform where agentic workflows can shine. And it says, okay, let's start architecture, then parallel modular work streams. So it says recommended platform architecture. I already have like um, data collection, data normalization. It says it gives me an idea of what I need to do. And suggested stack, the technology stack is based on what I advised for other platforms, like what should be the front end. It's a cutting edge, Next.js, React, and some cases I've used Python as well. And for backend, it uses these. And look at the beauty of it. Like it is planned everything. As an architect, I would do this. I would actually write a solution architecture and think about pros and cons, discuss with various teams like front and back and database, and then AI teams, then the DBAs. Then we have to have like infrastructure, everything, but at analytics. But look at this. So now it has given me, this is a Codex ready code. It has given me some structure for repository as well. I forgot to tell you that it also has a Git, and it's got like uh, what else? It actually also has a deployment module as well. So it says use this first codex prompt. Initiate this repository for modular agentic. So basically it says we want to create an MD file with the rules, and then documentation is very important, right? We need to, at some point, we want to understand what are the requirements. Do we have a new requirements? What kind of architecture did we follow? And we also want to know, without proper use cases, you cannot build a good system, correct? And so similarly, it's thinking exactly how I would think, because I fed it with a lot of my experience and knowledge. And then so once the repo is initialized, it says, um, you know, basically separate codex tasks, right? Open separate. So basically, there are multiple tasks it can do in parallel. Then it also gives me some suggestion, all right? So let's start with, pasting this into my codex. So let me go into codex. Let's see what we can do. Share CMS is the folder where I want it to start. I will say, this is my codex, right? So I will say new chat. Let's say, okay, let's copy this code here. It's a brand new chat. See, you will see it code away. I will set up the repo. See, it's also planning documentation. See, I already have a mixed next Python workspace. So it uses all these packages. It's easy. See, directories are in place. It's next time writing the docs, like how a software engineer would do, it's properly creating the document and orchestration, connector interfaces. My God, can you believe this? Unbelievable, right? So while it's thinking, let's go ahead and see what we are advised. Then run, build the investment scoring engine, build the data model, build agent orchestrator, web dashboard. So all these are necessary for us because it has to crawl and look at all the authentic sites and bring information in terms of, given your budget, it should be able to tell where we can invest, right? So let's see. All right. So while the codex is doing this, let's do one thing. All right. So let's go to this platform where I have built some of the tools. We'll come back to this real estate if we don't run out of time, because Zoom only is 45 minutes. Let's see how much we can get done in this session. All right, so this is my DXP control panel. See? So I have a number of things here. See? Adobe Experience Manager is the best digital experience platform out there. And Contentful is, of course, headless, CMS that I incorporated into the platform. Because I added Contentful, now I'm able to play around with it as well, because it has links for admin and, and create pages, create content model and whatnot. Then Drupal, I have used Drupal content management system in the past. And we have even automated everything. But if I wanted to have a refresher, I have Drupal. And recently, I thought, okay, let me introduce payload. You know how easy it was to introduce, because my basic structure is so well planned. Every CMS is a separate, engine in itself. So then PIMCore is, the product information management system out there, and then the WordPress. And okay, so we have multiple things. And so what do we do, right? Before I introduced payload, I used to be able to say, given target is AEM, source URL is SIDA, right? Even this, the source page, I built it using AI. So my idea is, you start with the source page. I just built something simple, it probably has some brand and some languages. And, very, very basic. It's not any cutting edge. This is just for demo purposes, right? It's got some title, headline, an image, some product information. I added this specifically because, you know, companies like Walmart and Agilent and all these e-commerce platform where the products are concerned, they have something called product information management system where product managers will be, you know, actually working on setting the price, and they want to be able to add, update meta attributes in a separate system called product information management system. So the way this is set up is that you're able to extract digital images and store them in a DAM, then product attributes and store them in a PIM and all that. So I think I'm getting deviated a lot, but let's just go back and demonstrate this really quickly. So that is, let's say you have the initial, yeah. So you have the initial source URL. We want to say uh, content life cycle, which means that it extracts the AI module is going to extract content from that, you know, website and automatically create the content type, run the agentic flow, not only produces target, but I have also built intermediate content management system where it actually stores in-house everything in in-house content management system. It's AI first, JSON based, you know, it's got everything like mm, GraphQL and REST API based. So while it is kind of migrating from actually extracting content and building into the target CMS, it also stores it in my Shea CMS. So let's say I haven't tested this in a while because I don't know what systems are up and down. Let's just try it anyways. So see, it's running here. Okay. Um, yes, it should be basically in the AEM page, it should have shown some result. It says no timeline yet. Okay, so let's go back to Codex and ask. Uh, because it's been a long time since I worked with this because I've been building a number of things, right? So let's see. Okay, so when I run, what did we run basically? When I run agentic workflow, when I click on workflow button, it's not taking me to the results page. So I could review the page in AEM. Is AEM up? That's AEM is a content management system. Let's see what it says, right? So in the meantime, play was not active. Let's see. Okay, so it's working on it. So now let's go to real estate. Okay, it's still, see, it's doing fantastic job, right? Okay. Now, so this one, while this one is figuring that out, we'll come back to that, all right? So now let me show you some more things. So there is a open docs, okay, open DXP. Let's go to DXP platform. One thing interesting, all right? So I have a LLM built in. I told you the open source Olama LLM is there. You have to have a brain, right? These days you don't code anything without incorporating a brain. So um, now let's see. What are the top 10 advantages for customers using this CMS DAM PIM platform? So as I'm building the system, I'm making sure that There is a chat where they can ask questions about the architecture, what are the advantages, because it's impossible to remember everything. I'm building one tool every day. So let's see, let's ask away. So it says, what are the top 10 advantages, right? First, it says top 10 customer advantages of using the platform that I have built. So it's an AI first operating model. It helps modeling, migration, validation, authoring, and operator workflows instead of being an afterthought. So one platform story across content management, DAMPIM. So it gives you a preview driven, it's omni-channel, there is a good governance. So this is not just a CMS, it's an AI first CMS DAMPIM platform that unifies content assets, product data, preview, and all that, right? And then it has some architecture docs and all that stuff. Good stuff, right? So while things are going on, let's see. See, I also built an agile methodology is extremely important, right? Even if we are using AI, we need to get into the best practice of keeping track of, what are the milestones? What are we building? We are building a core foundation. We have a music platform. Number of things I'm building. So it automatically adds when I ask it to. It automatically adds things that are planned, things that are in progress, anything is blocked. I built it enthusiastically, but my bad. I haven't actually been doing commit and push and rigorously. I haven't been updating the Git status because it's an experimental still. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you. And let's say see use cases. This is what I'm proud of. Like it's got like number of use cases. Um, Before I do anything, I always make sure that I have a plenty of use cases. So this one shows that. Let's say demo launcher, open chat mode, open guided. Okay, let's see. Um, I really wanted to show you how this is the use case. See, legacy CMS to composable content migration, right? Some CMS, they, for example, AEM used to be modern, but now some people are moving away from AEM, so it's kind of considered a legacy CMS to, payload, contentful, and stuff like that. But AEM itself has a lot of great features, and you can still use them if you actually architect in a modern way using edge delivery services and whatnot, and cloud, of course, modern cloud. Then how to use PIM and all that stuff, right? And I also have incorporated KYC journey. Okay, so let's see. What else can I show you? Playground. Okay. This is where we started. So let's go. This is where we started to run my, okay. Okay, this is interesting. Migration. Okay. I want to show you a voice enabled, play. So let's go back to this and say, so let's see what it says. The run agentic workflow button does not auto navigate. Okay. AEM is not reachable. 4502. Okay, no problem. So AEM is not reachable. So I have to start separately because I didn't make it automatic. So let's see. Let's see this. Okay. Let's see if AEM is running in that code. It is running. Okay. AEM is running. So it does have all the content for it to actually we can go components, community sites. Okay. So it's got a few things that we can work on. So all right. I think I'm getting too excited and wanting to show you so many things. I even built a governance model and I built, and this is the agentic UI. So anything follows this agentic UI pattern. And I have this control panel where I can start all systems, restart systems, and all that. And CMS comparison. Oh, that's very interesting. That's the latest one. So, being the CMS expert, I have done a number of evaluations. If you want to know what is content management system and all the jargons I'm using in this demo, you can definitely write in the comments as to what you want me to expand on. For someone that is in this field, they will understand very well. People that are experienced in the digital transformation. Um, so basically, AI first is the CMS that I built. Um, so it has taken three comparison dashboard. So it'll tell me like exactly what is the advantage of using AI, the contentful. When do you have to pick contentful? Pick contentful when API first composability, developer flexibility, and extension patterns matter more than all-in-one DXP bread. So all these are not just my own thought process. It's also based on the industry Forrester research content. So you can pretty much rely on this. And when do you use content AI? This is my CMS, the content management system that I built using Codex. So it says choose this when your goal is to build an AI first product. Adobe Experience Manager. It has a built-in enterprise governance. It supports DAM. It supports both hybrid and headless delivery. So, and Optimizely. Optimizely gives you fantastic, beautiful experimentation and personalization platform. So it's one platform. It combines both. Whereas in Adobe, you have two different products, right? And then Contentful or Content Stack is a composable and headless. Drupal, it's an open source, and of course, you could use Acquia as well. Then WordPress, you're very familiar with that. So this is kind of a score matrix. I built all this using AI Codex code. It's unbelievable the number of things. Then I want to show you a learning platform. Okay, Agent UI. Where is my AI miscellaneous tools? Start DXP demo. Okay, so this is the chat window. Click. Okay, let's go back to Codex and ask. Okay, there is a AI. Build. I have built a platform for teaching and learning AI. Let's see. See, I can ask anything to Codex. I forgot the URL, right? Give me a URL for my AI platform, learning platform. Learning platform. So it'll give me that. Isn't it awesome? See, I have like, this is bad. Okay, it just shows here. So let's just launch it using the browser. A coaching book and teaching platform. So if you are an enterprise adapting to AI, I know that there are a number of AI courses, but you go to course and you forget. But then this platform keeps you grounded, gives you everything that you can do self-study, gives you a little bit of orientation and what you need to do to become familiar. If you are a teacher, then it'll give you best teaching tips. And see, it also gives you a flow, orientation, vocabulary. Let's say, and then it Cloud AI, Cloud Labs, let's see, vocabulary, generative AI basics, why LLMs are good at language heavy, prompting basics, and safety, and how do you build your first AI tool, mm, Cloud overview, GPT comparison. So let's see this. I'm very curious. Okay, so learners deciding when to use Cloud, how to set it up and get fluent with it. Okay, so tool building, generative AI, and workflows. Listen, let's see if it works well. Default. So there's no other voice. Default voice only we have.
Chapter 11, Claude Overview, GPT Comparison, and Mastery Path. This chapter introduces Claude clearly.
I really don't like the voice, so I'm going to have it add more voices in here. Learner dashboard. If you go to learner dashboard, you can sign in and save progress. Then if you want to really use AWS, then it lets you use AWS Lab. Of course, it's a free tier one. Then if you want to run a prompt here, I have a LLM incorporated in here, so you can run a prompt. So explain AI workflow in plain language and give me one example I can try. So it says agent. Oh, we can use this content lifecycle. What is content lifecycle? If you ask, it says model, publish, review. All right. So that is the AI workflow that I have here. Let's see what else. Verification, validate model, validate publish. So confirm model JSON. So it's giving me everything. There were some of these command I actually pre-programmed so that you can easily check it out. Let's see what else I can show you. Let's go back to Codex and say, yeah, I want to run DXP demo. Yeah. CMS, under CMS. Learn AI TF workflow. That is the AI. Okay. So we'll see. To payload works, which is the starting point. Since this is an experimental platform, I just kept on building it. But now that I have built it, I know exactly, how to organize it so that they can easily find everything. So let's see, it's already running the migration. Yeah, it's running the migration automatically. Okay. Start architecture document. It gives me everything that we need. Okay. The voice command is not shown right now. Play migration narration. Okay. If you want only the migration explanation. Play migration narration that starts directly with AEM payload steps. Okay. So let's see. Okay. All right. So we'll demonstrate the voice feature another time. So what voice does this that what I'm explaining to you, I have actually created a voice based demo already. So it explains to you better than I'm explaining right now. because I don't know how many of you can really understand what I'm saying. Next time I will record the demo where it actually explains everything to you by itself. But one thing I'll tell you, I just when I just introduced this payload content management system within an hour. Now I can go, come on, open up, start system, restart system. And then I will go open up here. Let's run migration. Okay, so let's see. Payload, it should work, right? See, I had no idea about payload since till yesterday, and now once I built it and automatically migrated, so I have all these pages. I can create a new page and see, all these pages are built here. You saw the set-on pages. See, it automatically got migrated. This is the power of automatic migration. Can you believe? Within 1 hour. Earlier, if we wanted to do POCs, it would have taken a lot of time, a lot of planning, putting together team, putting together, the overall planning, architecture, mapping between content management systems. Now AI mapped everything for us. Isn't it awesome? Okay, so I know that I have switched between a lot of tools because I was excited to show you a lot of features today. I wasn't prepared and it was an impromptu. Now let's go and see where our real estate application is. And then after that, if I don't have enough time this time, we'll have to take it up another time. But let's see. Where is my real estate? Where am I building? Mhm. I built it in the new chat, right? Let's see. Let's ask it. In which thread am I building real estate app? Let's see. Again, identify separate thread. What I know is, okay. Yes, please. I made a mistake, but it auto corrects it. Do you guys remember what I called it? It found something. All right, great. If you want, next I can map what is already built, how to run it, what's missing. Okay. Real estate WAP is working in this demo. The repo is modular agentic real estate. Very good. Investment intelligent platform. Okay, there is a product requirement. All right. Fine. Let's see if anything is running anywhere. No. So that means this is fine. This is where we are building. That's the thing. I think what I did was, since I was working and explaining the flow, I basically mixed it up. So, all right. So I will show you where the real estate app is next. Chats. Let's see. What is already built? Built for real estate investment, and what are the next steps. Let's see. See, one thing is that one at a time policy works here too. I got too excited and built a lot of tools. Now I can ask the platform where I am, where am I building the tools, but then realistically, you really choose one tool, go in depth, keep iterating, and really until you are able to productize and take it live. Don't touch too many things. Maybe two tools are okay, but I'm crazily building like 20 tools. Every day when I get an idea, I just come and build a tool. So, but look at the beauty. It actually can figure out from whichever thread it knows what to do. See, um, real estate. Oh, it's not built actually. Mm, pick one primary workflow. Fastest path acquisition underwriting. First domain. Reuse BI intake flow. Okay. 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 I am in the middle of a demo. So give me a quick UI to show to select a budget and um, square footage, and I should get the best places to invest. Let it start simple and later we can expand it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I get something like a fast demo ready investment picker. Let's see. Investment picker, now a simple UI where you can enter budget and square footage and it ranks markets immediately, keeping it lightweight and mark data driven so it works in the demo without introducing backend risk. I've got the shape. Invest routine with markets, instant ranking, and a direct link from BI workspace so you can jump to it during the demo. All right. So this is just to demonstrate, but later I'm going to build a, oh, there is another one, invest real estate. Okay, that's the thread where I'm working. Okay, I'm going to later build a fantastic real estate investment app, which hopefully I'll productize because I really like to know where to invest. Right now I'm in California and whatever I invest, it just covers the mortgage. So honestly, I want to know maybe tech places like Texas, Delaware, other places where I can get profit for the investment. That is one thing, and also to help others like me who want to invest and make some money. You know, no matter how much skill I have, how much of experience I have, what I can do, it's been hard trying to get a project or a job, so I might as well build a product and go into investment area. However, I'm positive people that are watching this, the companies that are watching this, the leaders, the students, I can teach anybody what I'm doing, and hopefully you got a clue from me and you yourself can go ahead and build tools. So that's what I wanted to give in this tutorial. If I motivated you a little bit, purpose is served. Um, Really speaking, there are a number of tools I didn't get a chance to, talk about at all. Um, and I've actually created I mean, I've attended a ton of AEM. In many places, I actually got even selected. But so during that process, I created this AEM interview FAQ. So let's see. See if it can show me. where I created the AEM interview. Well, let's go to AEM interview. If you can see this, AEM is Adobe Experience Manager. And I've been in the content management field for 20 years now. And I've actually learned in and out being a developer, an architect, a product manager, a program manager, an entrepreneur, and I know in and out of content management system. After that, I switched over to Adobe Experience Manager platform, became a product owner, became a global solution architect. Yet, and I built this interview fundamentals, and no matter how much I master and go, they always something that they find out. Maybe because I'm extremely highly paid and people don't want to pick me up. Well, after I moved to AEM, I haven't had a chance to build a practice, so it's just me, solo entrepreneur at the moment. Um, Hopefully, either I will build a really large team, either for myself or join a company and build the team for them. But anyway, so this is a beautiful, uh, FAQs where you can master a and pass the interview if you are a junior. If you are a senior like me, good luck. So now let's go. Where was I building? Right. Where was I building us? Oh, this is where I'm building a long one. Uh, ah, so did you guys notice where I was building your real estate? Okay, in this repo. So initialize real estate. See, it's still working. So it's going to take some time. Um, so I'm going to end this here. And hopefully, even to work with the codex, you really have to make sure that you configure it well, give it the skills it needs, and give it the direction. Don't start coding immediately. You make sure that you have plan it, use the industry best practices, and ensure that everything is safe and secure, deployable, pluggable, and supports all kinds of connectors to connect to various complicated systems out there, vendor systems that people are using. So in the next class, I will take the best practices and before I go, I want to show you one more thing. It's a pitch detection. It's a music system that I built. I really am so proud of that. Let's see. Build pitch detection service. So let's see if it's up and running and I can show you that. Uh, I want to demo music uh, platform. Please bring them up and give me the starting URL. Okay. I really like this. Bringing the music stack up. See, if earlier you'll have to call developer and say, our infrastructure guy and say, hey, please bring it up. Have a demo. But here I am in the middle of the demo and I'm self-sufficient. I can do anything I want. Don't you like it? Oh my God, give me a thumbs up, guys, for building so much, for demonstrating. See, it brought it up. Uh, so auto run demo validation. Okay. Music system. So let's see. Studio. I need a studio. This is the one I wanted. Practice. Okay. There is a studio and there is a practice. I love music, I'm exploring multiple careers, right? Real estate, music, IT, AI teaching. I don't know where I'll land, but at least see this. For example, it's a beast to the guided practice. Okay, that is that. And record, see, let's see. So I did terrible, I know. So just analyze, you see, I went like this. So stability score is 7.52, okay? Average pitch is 235. So let's see what 235 means. Mm, I have history. Okay. It's 235. Okay, I want to know what 235 means. So let's see. Okay. So studio. Let's go to studio. There is a studio called Sadhana I built. See, this has so many features. I'll show you pitch mapping. So 256 means somewhere around B. Yeah, between B3 and C4. That's why my, you know. So let's see voice culture. See, it tells you everything about what you need to do voice culture. And then there's a Carnatic exam setup. And then there's a content library, right? Raga Explorer is something I really like. See, all kinds of ragas have a certain notes in it. See, it plays nicely. Gama pada ni sa, sa re da pa ma ga re sa. Mohanam is the happy raga. Let's see. It doesn't have all notes, but see this. Re ga pa da sa, da pa ga re sa. Re ga pa da sa, sa da pa ga re sa. Then there is something called practice. Song coach is there. Here you can say, okay, that is not done yet. So you can go to different scales. Say for example, B is to let's go to D and see. Okay. C. I can do better than that. Let's say G sharp. Auto recorder. So it recognized the pitch score of 79 out of 100. G sharp. Okay, somewhat. It's over there. It's not bad, right? So this is another thing I have built. There are so many other things to show you, honestly. Um, so data cleansing AI models I built. Then this is about citizenship. Yeah, anything I want, I keep building it. Then I have something where it can actually automatically pull the government contracts. And then I wanted to do analyze my tax, and then I'm building something on tax. And yeah, if somebody wants to migrate from SQL to Postgres, of course I built something. But platform offers so many things. So yeah, I guess thank you so much for watching. I know it felt like a lot of monologue. That's because it's an impromptu demo. If anybody is interested in particular topic, whether it's AI fundamentals or building with Codex, or next I'll be working with Claude. If it interests you, please give me a call or make a comment on this video and I'll get back to you. Thank you. Thank you for watching.